Hi, this is Soma from Tranquil Canvas, and today I'm going to show you how to paint an easy pet portrait using watercolors. Step 1. Draw a trace image of your pet using a reference photo, and then draw over these lines using a sharpie or any waterproof pen. Use a pencil to outline all the highlights or white areas, and this is very important step. These areas must be left dry as you paint or color faded away with water to create dimension in your painting. Alright, now let's go to the next step. Color in any pure black sections such as eyes, leaving out any white specks using your sharpie or pen, and then paint a layer with just water first, all the sections excluding eyes and the brightest bright bits. Mix up a diluted batch of colors including a blue, violet and Payne's gray for the darker shadowy areas of your painting. And then start painting from the darkest sections using the darker values of colors from your reference picture. I use Taylor blue and a Payne's gray mix along with some violet, and then use midtones of crimson for ears and yellow ochre for other areas that weren't in shadows. Now add diluted washes of colors to darken sections and shadows, allowing pigment to fade into the lighter areas. If colors enter the highlights, simply dab with tissues to prevent losing the white areas of your painting. From here on, it's simply wait, watch and drop approach. What that means is wait to what extent of pigment spread and the intensity, and then drop in colors where darker values are desired. Allow the painting to dry slightly and use a fine tipped brush to add some furry marks or details near eyes and anywhere else you feel that texture is needed. Stop and allow the painting to dry completely to note the colors that would have dried lighter or receded. Repeat process wherever darker values need more power and oomph. Tidy up the nose area and leave the texture for whiskers last, which you can make by using a Sharpie pen. Continue adding details and specks of colors wherever more color intensity is needed. Take time to allow the pigments to fade away into the water. With watercolors, you really need to be a little bit more patient and watch the water do its job. Now, next step is optional. Splatter some runny paint in the foreground to frame the portrait. And I love colors, so you can see I've used many different varieties of colors. I wanted a loose finish and hence I added a few drips too, and the way I did that was mix up a very runny pat of paint and then just tilted the board like so and allowed the water to drip right to the bottom. Last, check that the darkest shadows and black areas are framed with colors that gradually transition to the darkest sections. This smooth transition is really necessary to make sure that the painting looks not awkward and smooth and three-dimensional. Let dry, and there you go. Your watercolor pet portrait is ready. Bye for now.